So, my first driving experience with this baby. So, I watched several videos, none of them actually talked about these things that actually they are really important. So, what I got it was raining outside, but I still wanted to do a little test drive. And when I got on the scooter, I was like, what are these buttons right here? And it says, I didn't actually read them. One of them is Eco Turbo. So when you click it once, it's Eco. When you okay, so when the button is inside, it's I guess Turbo, and when the other button is inside, I guess it's dual motors. So basically, just once or twice, and you turn it on, turn it off. I didn't actually. It was night. I didn't see which button is which, but I was like pressing like them randomly, and it was like, okay, now I'm driving slowly, nothing big, and then which of these buttons is turbo? I don't know. So I got to a point when I pulled my throttle, and it threw me backwards, and the front wheel started wheel spinning. And maybe just for a half meter or a meter, it was like, and I was like, oh my god, this is nice. It's not super fast, but it's really nice. I really liked it. So maybe in a place where there was like 50 meters, I could get 40 kilometers an hour. So it actually accelerated pretty nice. But the thing you need glasses, because when you start driving that fast, the wind is blowing through your face, and you see blurred everything. The second thing which I liked is when I was driving, I didn't actually turn the wheel. I was like leaning to the left, and it was turning a corner, and leaning to the right, and it was taking a corner. It was like, man, this is so nice. It's like actually driving a motorcycle. I have driven several motorcycles, sports bikes, and everything. And this is the most beautiful thing which I like is to lean to the left, lean to the right, and it takes, and like I don't know call it in English, but it ducks corners pretty nicely. And and the power and everything, but with that much power, with people who are unexperienced, it might cause actually some fails. You can fall down and hurt yourself, because when you're not prepared and you accidentally on a bump, you're driving dual motors, or maybe if you're driving very slowly and you hit the throttle like this, it'll throw you backwards and you can fall down. So having that much power comes with responsibility. And I think you can adjust this computer here to not give to have a full power, but to not give it a sharp acceleration. So I think if you reduce that, you will be good to go with it. So basically, what I do is I turn it to maybe dual or single, but not the turbo mode. And then you adjust a little bit, adjust to it, and when you're ready, turn it to turbo mode when you actually are driving. So in my case, that was the most safest thing for me. And when I was repaired, I stopped down. I was like, okay, now let's try the turbo mode, and I click it on and start accelerating. And what happened? I leaned backwards. The front wheel got a little bit up, but not like in the air, and it started wheel spinning. But the first throw was really big, so I think maybe I need to adjust the real suspension to be a little bit harder, so to not do wheelies that strongly. So in overall, that isn't that a thing as dangerous. I have driven some scooters before. It isn't dangerous. It's just a thing that you need to pay attention to, and it gives you so much fun. And you will never worry about getting through dust, getting through sand, or getting uphill. You will never need to worry about this, because some scooters cannot take you uphill. You need to push yourself a little. But I think with this will be perfect. Everything will be good to go. And the next most beautiful thing which I really like, some scooters don't have any suspension, and when you're driving on a bumpy road, you get like this. You don't understand anything. You're driving, man, where I need to go, what gear am I? Well, and you're like, and you don't. And sometimes you stand up on your fingers, so you don't feel that I don't know how you call it, shakiness. So that was the funniest part. So With this, you don't feel any of this, and this gives so much comfort. And if you're driving every day with such a beast, or with a scooter you want to drive every day, to definitely get somebody who has a front suspension and a rear suspension, because it will help you out that really, really much. So when I was driving this, I was going through bumpy roads, maybe 10 kilometers an hour, and it was just, it feels like a hoverboard. It just feels like hovering over. You feel something like up and down, maybe something a little bit harder hit, but you can drive down to these, how you call it, pathways. You can jump down the small bricks, liftage on the end of the roads. You can easily drive them down. You don't feel anything that bad. So this is a scooter where you can nearly go everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but compared to other scooters, you can go everywhere. So at the first day of driving, I'm really, really satisfied with this. Really, really satisfied. So you can get like for $800 something without suspension, something with less power. I was like, no. I need suspension. I need front brakes. I need more power, because I wanna have fun when I'm driving. I don't wanna just drive. I wanna have fun. I wanna accelerate. I wanna drive through grass. I wanna maybe drive through forests. I maybe wanna drive on the streets and pass some cars. I want it to be fun. I want it to be joyful. So that's why I will not save additional $700. I will just have one that's also the range, the distance. I think it could be around 50 kilometers with single charge. So the distance itself is also impressive. And I think if you go on eco, you can get like 70 kilometers. I had a scooter which documented range to be 35 kilometers, but I managed to get 45, 50 kilometers just because you drive slowly. And so the thing about electric vehicles is that it feels every weight. It feels every weak tire. It feels every acceleration. It feels everything. So the more load you have to it, the more power it will drain. Depending on cars and petrol engine, combustion engines, diesel engines, it's different, because the diesel engines and petrol engines, they burn so much fuel unnecessary, and therefore maybe 70, maybe 50% fuel is burned just to keep the heat, just to keep the compression, just to keep the commission to gearboxes, and etc, etc. It has so much weight. The car has like tons of weight. This has only 30 kilograms. So you don't feel that much additional weight to it. You don't feel that much in economy to it, because it's a small margin. But with these electric scooters, the efficiency is so high, they use so less energy to actually move you around, that anything that you attach to it, you will feel it much more on the battery life. I mean, like battery discharge life, not the battery life itself. So this is my conclusion about this electric scooter. I'm really impressed. I'm really happy with it right now. And outside is winter. I'll show you. Outside is winter, so I don't think it's a good idea to drive in winter, but definitely I will drive today some meters, and maybe I'll give you some more videos. So thank you for watching, and bye bye.